Welcome to Daily Gossip. You will get daily Hollywood updates here, so remember to subscribe for the latest videos. In a world obsessed with youthful reinvention and ever-changing trends, one name has stood the test of time, style, and spectacle: Dolly Parton. The queen of country, the powerhouse of rhinestone dreams, and the glamorous icon whose every move sends fans into a frenzy has once again shaken the internet to its glittering core. But this time, it's not a new song or a TV special. It's not a surprise album or a surprise guest appearance on stage. No, this time it's photos. Not just any photos, but a collection so jaw-droppingly outrageous, so provocatively fabulous, and so wildly enchanting that fans, followers, and even fashion critics are speechless. These images, both vintage treasures and brand new, sizzling shots, have redefined what it means to be bold, beautiful, and beyond legendary at any age. And yes, they're causing people to literally drool online. But before we dive into the dazzling chaos of sequins, curves, high heels, and hair so big it touches the sky, let's talk about what makes these images more than just glamorous snapshots. Let's talk about the woman behind the sparkle. Dolly Parton isn't just a singer or an entertainer. She's a movement, a myth, a magnetic force of confidence, creativity, and raw emotional strength. And in these now viral photos, she brings all of that into sharp, unapologetic focus. Whether she's reclining in a golden feathered gown with a sultry smile that melts hearts, strutting through a photo shoot in leopard heels and a bedazzled bodysuit, or laughing candidly in a plunging velvet dress that showcases her signature silhouette, Dolly is not just serving looks, she's making history. Social media has gone into meltdown mode. Fans are resharing, reposting, and reacting with gasps, tears, and heart emojis. The hashtags #DollyDropDeadGorgeous and #PartonPower are trending worldwide. Even major celebrities are chiming in. Miley Cyrus posted a story saying, "She's still the baddest queen alive." Kim Kardashian called Dolly's latest look the definition of timeless fire. And RuPaul? This is what drag dreams are made of. But what's most powerful is how these images have sparked something deeper, a conversation about aging, confidence, and beauty. At 78, Dolly Parton is rewriting the rules with every camera flash. She's not shrinking into invisibility. She's not fading behind the scenes. She's stepping forward, daring the world to look, to gasp, and to celebrate not just her body, but her essence. She's every bit as glamorous, sensual, and powerful as she was decades ago, if not more. And in doing so, she's reminding millions of fans around the world that beauty doesn't expire. It evolves, it deepens, it radiates from the soul outward. The photo that set the internet ablaze features Dolly in a sheer black lace ensemble, with diamond-studded gloves and a wide-brimmed hat, looking directly into the lens with eyes that say, "I dare you to doubt me." And no one is. The media went wild. People magazine called her most daring shoot ever. Vogue did a full feature titled The Immortal Allure of Dolly Parton. Tabloids ran with headlines like "Dolly still got it," and then some. But it wasn't just the press that erupted, it was her fans. Thousands flooded comment sections with emotional tributes. "You gave me the courage to love my body," one woman wrote. "I'm 60, and I just bought my first mini dress. Thank you, Dolly," another said. This wasn't just about drooling over curves and couture. It was about power, visibility, defiance. Dolly Parton, wrapped in tulle and sass, had cracked open a moment where aging women, often ignored by mainstream fashion and media, felt seen, felt heard, felt beautiful again. And just when we thought it couldn't get more fabulous, Dolly released behind-the-scenes footage from the shoots, revealing her giggles, her jokes, her spark, and her unfiltered grace. She reminded us all that the glitter isn't just on the surface, it's in her spirit. And the world couldn't get enough. Photographers started spilling secrets about the shoot. "She's a dream to work with," one said. "No diva moments. Just a goddess who knows exactly what she wants." Rumors swirled about a new photo book project, a potential lingerie line, and even a deluxe coffee table edition of the photos with quotes from Dolly herself. Everything she touched turned to gold, again. But it wasn't just about legacy. It was about the moment, this moment, when Dolly Parton stood in front of the world and declared, without speaking a word, that sensuality doesn't retire. That glamour isn't about age, but attitude. And that you don't need to be 25 to make hearts race. She did it. At 78. With rhinestones. With laughter. With that iconic figure, and that signature smile. With her spirit bared, and her power undeniable. And the world? We're all drooling for more. As the glitter settled and the camera flashes faded from the iconic photo reveals, the digital world remained ablaze, refusing to move on from Dolly Parton's earth-shattering visual spectacle that captivated not just fans, but global media, fashion critics, and even youth culture in a way no one predicted. Because these weren't just pictures, they were moments frozen in time, each frame dripping with decades of charisma, rebellion, femininity, and unapologetic self-expression. But behind the feather boas and diamond studs, behind the carefully curated sets and world-class lighting, was something far deeper stirring the hearts of millions. The unshakable truth that Dolly Parton's presence is not just enduring, it's evolving into a universal symbol of power. As the internet continued to unravel every angle of her jaw-dropping photos, think pieces exploded across platforms. From The Guardian to Harper's Bazaar, essays flooded timelines with praise for Dolly's refusal to conform, her ability to shock without scandal, to seduce without shame, and to completely dismantle society's obsession with youth-driven beauty standards. Even more astounding, her photos began appearing in college lectures about feminist iconography and in fashion theory debates analyzing her timeless aesthetic. Scholars labeled her postmodern glamour, TikTok called her the forever queen, and Gen Z creators crafted remix edits with Billie Eilish audio layered over slow-motion sequences of Dolly's walk through a crystal-studded hallway. Every detail, her smile, her hips, the way her fingers grazed her corseted waist, became a symbol, an aesthetic, a brand, a philosophy. Meanwhile, the emotional responses from everyday women grew louder, more profound. Social media was flooded with women of every generation posting their own photos, tagging Dolly with captions like, "If she can slay at 78, I can start living at 48. Others opened up about lifelong battles with confidence, aging, and body shame, saying Dolly's boldness shattered something invisible but oppressive. Her photos became therapy, inspiration, release. And the men? They weren't just drooling, they were reflecting. Male fans posted stories about how Dolly reminded them of their grandmothers, their mothers, their wives, women who gave everything and never asked to be seen. Dolly's glittery rebellion gave them permission to celebrate those women anew. In the celebrity universe, the shockwaves kept crashing. Beyoncé reposted a fan-edited reel of Dolly in her lace ensemble, adding the comment, "Royal energy." The moment, Lizzo tweeted, "Dolly walked, so we all could twerk." Even Cher posted a clip with the caption, "Timeless, sexy, divine." That's when Hollywood insiders began whispering about a potential biopic, not one about her life, but about her influence. Major directors, from Greta Gerwig to Baz Luhrmann, were allegedly eyeing the rights to develop something cinematic based solely on the mythology of Dolly's visual legacy. Netflix, Hulu, and HBO Max were all rumored to be in bidding wars. Red carpet stylists and magazine editors began referencing Dolly's recent shoot as inspiration for upcoming award season looks. Suddenly, everyone wanted a piece of the Dolly formula. But the legend herself? She stayed cool, humble, and hilariously self-aware. In an interview following the photo frenzy, Dolly giggled and said, "Honey, I've been showing cleavage since the Nixon administration. It just photographs better now." The world laughed, but the message stuck. Dolly was never seeking permission. She was giving it. Permission to be loud, to be seen, to be sexy at 78, to be powerful without apology. As the wave of admiration grew, her team confirmed what fans had hoped for, an upcoming global exhibit titled Dolly, Unfiltered Glamour, featuring the full collection of viral photos, behind-the-scenes footage, unreleased portraits, and voice recordings of Dolly reflecting on each look. Cities like New York, London, and Tokyo were already in talks to host the pop-up museum-style event. Ticket pre-sales sold out within minutes. And still, the buzz refused to fade. Think of the sheer impact. A single set of photos created worldwide emotional release, intellectual debate, fashion revolution, generational healing, and even geopolitical soft power. As Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau joked during an address, "If Dolly Parton ever ran for world president, we'd vote unanimously." But perhaps the most unforgettable ripple effect came from a viral video posted by an 84-year-old woman named Louise, who wore a red sequin dress and did a slow twirl in her kitchen to Dolly's "Here You Come Again." The caption read, "Dolly reminded me I'm still beautiful. I almost forgot." The video hit 50 million views in 4 days. That's the real legacy of these photos. Not the fabric or the filters or the flashbulbs, but the feeling, the liberation. The reminder that glamour is not about the age on your driver's license. It's about the fire in your soul. And Dolly's fire? It's eternal. So to everyone drooling over the glam, gasping over the gowns, or crying from the unexpected beauty of it all, know this: you're not alone. The world didn't just witness a fashion moment. It witnessed a cultural awakening. And Dolly Parton, queen of country, empress of rhinestones, and now goddess of ageless rebellion, stood at the center of it all, smiling as if to say, "You ain't seen nothing yet." Stay with Daily Gossip for more celebrity stories, Hollywood updates, and inspiring journeys every single day. Don't forget to subscribe because these are the moments that define legends, and you won't want to miss what happens next.